I mean, I just had an article came out that said our modern day culture is nihilistic in a way that we've never seen before in human history. Modernity presents us with a set of challenges, spiritual, cultural, that are unrivaled in human history, and it's enhanced by our technological prowess, our ability, the rise of surveillance capitalism, the surveillance state, radical secularism. All of these things are violently anti-Christian, post-Christian. So the question is, a church that acquiesces or flirts with subordinationist Alexandrian Christologies, a la Arius, and says, well, maybe he's got a little point here, because the Christological language hasn't quite been hammered out yet. Well, a Greek word like homoousios had been condemned by a previous minor synod as too ambiguous. And so, I mean, the church fathers were using words for the first time, and they were trying to match Latin terms with Greek terms, and there was confusion in that terminology. But eventually it got it right in the Council of Nicaea and on through Chalcedon, despite those disputes. And the Pope himself was never an Arian. So the fact remains, okay, now we have this modern toxic culture, and we have a church that seems to be embracing it. And so people like you and like me, who are raising the red flag and saying this is a crisis unlike the church has ever faced before, I think are correct. I think this is the gravest crisis the church has ever faced, the crisis of the modern secular world. I think it's the gravest threat to the church in her entire history.
Why?
Because it cuts to the very foundations of the spiritual, of the supernatural, of the very existence of God.